What's up, guys? I'm back, and I know today was going to be me playing Cry of Fear, but I just kind of felt like playing something. Not that I didn't feel like playing Cry of Fear, but kind of is that. I just decided that instead of playing Cry of Fear, I would just play something a bit different for today. But I'll try to get a Cry of Fear video tomorrow, or I'll just do Misa. I'm not 100% sure yet. So yeah, sorry about that. I know I kind of said that today would be Cry of Fear, but there will be a Cry of Fear episode eventually, another one. I just don't know when yet. So let me just get the sound right so it's not too loud on y'all's end. So, we recording? Yep, we're recording. So y'all should be able to hear it pretty well. So yeah, I guess I'm get into it. So y'all may have noticed I've been using this game a lot in my background footage just because it was just a super fun game. Like, honestly, like, just an incredible game. And if you're wondering, I'm using a suit mod that, give me one moment, I'll tell you where I got the mod from. Because I usually get these mods off of like some like website or something, but this suit I got off a different site. Not site, but oh. Okay. So I got the mod from a YouTuber by the name of Commando UGUR, but Commando is spelled with a K. He had a YouTube video called Ultimate Spider-Man Mod Bundle, and this is one of the mods in that bundle. So I'll in editing, you know, add the channel like names so y'all can find it easier. That's where I got the mod from, so you know, if I want, you know, make sure to check that out, you know, because you know I was gonna credit the original dude, so that's where the mod came from. So yeah, without further ado, let's play some missions of this game. The swinging in this game is just great, in my opinion. Yeah. Just, you know, it's not similar to Spider-Man 2, but it kind of is. Because it came out, like, right after Spider-Man 2 in terms of, like, the 3D games. And it's very similar, but while Spider-Man 2 was more... Spider-Man 2 is more comparable to a more realistic approach on web swinging, while this game's more kind of just comic-y fun realistic. To where, like, yeah, it's, you know, building the building and all that, but it's also, you know, just, you know, fun comic stuff. So, yeah. Ow. The combat in this game is pretty good, aside from just a bit different than the usual. Like, so you have one button that does kicks and one button that does punches. But the thing is that, like, punching and kicking your enemies out isn't going to stop them. You gotta kind of, you know, do that to stop them. Which is interesting, like, I can see why they did it, but, like, I also don't know how I feel about the feature, only because, like, sometimes it doesn't make sense that I can sometimes keep getting back up infinitely. Like, most of them don't, like, some of them do go down eventually if you keep punching them, but they almost always, like, to get easy, just do it easier, you should just always just web them. Whereas I don't know, like, how I feel about the feature, but eh. Alright, well, interesting thing about this game that I haven't shown in the game in any of my background footages you can play as Venom. And that's what this... I'll go do that real quick just so I can... you kind of gotta do, if you played Spider-Man 2, you know that you gotta do city events. And well, you kind of gotta have a couple of goals completed before you can do missions in this game too. But it's not as tedious as the ones in Spider-Man 2. Like, you can just, like, do a bunch of them in, like, the beginning of the game in this one, and then you don't have to do them again. But in Spider-Man 2, they're chapter specific, so, like, you have to, like, do all of that at certain points. So in Spider-Man 2, city goals feature was a bit annoying. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute.
The next thing I remember is feeling some kind of...
That's our boy, Eddie Brock.
I don't get it. Where's the suit?
The suit! The suit did this!
Where is the suit? Read your intel. Boys?
Oh yeah, the mod also changes Venom from being like purple to being like purple with black like accents to being a full black with like kind of more just kind of more shiny feature instead. So the mods and overall are pretty good. And Venom has a pretty interesting gameplay thing is the fact that his health is constantly declining, so you gotta use other people's life force. And you can use enemies as their life, you can drain enemies of their health, but interesting thing, enemies don't give as much health as civilians do, so you kind of always want to keep some civilians nearby, or at least know where some are, so you can get some quick health. But yeah, Venom has some pretty fun gameplay for the most part. But the thing is that like unlike Spider-Man, he can't web sling. He can only leap. So it's kind of like that one Hulk game, Hulk Ultimate Destruction. So yeah. And like he has other combat, like he can just like punch or whatever, but these tendrils just do more damage and also just kill faster and have a longer reach. So if you just want to quickly do combat, that's the thing. Oh, I forgot about the health thing. I was just talking about it. I completely forgot about it. Oh, sorry dude, but you were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You can also wall climb, but it's very... Well, it's not that it's slower than Spider-Man's, it's just that... Can he web zip while climbing? Let me check it real quick, I forgot. He can web zip while climbing, okay, so it's similar to Spidey, but... Yeah, you can... Venom does have the web zip feature, but that's really about it. He doesn't really have web swinging. Which is unfortunate, and fun fact, you actually get to play as Venom like in free roam once you beat the game. He doesn't get web slinging then either, so you still gotta jump. Which is unfortunate, but I can see why they did it. It was just to like differentiate it. So okay, I know I can leave, but I just want to throw this car real quick. And just getting some health real quick, and let's go. Fun fact about this game, it's actually like canon to the Ultimate Comics, like, cause that actually is like part of the story to the Ultimate Comics. It's not just like an uncanon story, it's actually like part of the storyline for the Ultimate games. Well, the Ultimate Comics. Which is pretty interesting. So... Why did I get a bar showing that guy? He didn't do anything in the picture, he just kind of stood there. Alright, another cool thing about this game is that like certain things that happen in previous missions kind of show up in other missions, like about like the city, like how if y'all remember in that episode from a day or two ago when like that Rhino mission, Rhino was like running through buildings and stuff. You can still see like the city and buildings are like affected by that. And like later throughout the game they'll start getting like slightly more patched up, but I don't think they ever get fixed. They just get like kind of like patched up as kind of like a visual sign that time is passing, I guess, you know, in the story. And just gotta kill some enemies real quick. Ow. Oh, dang it. Come here. I forget how to do it, but Venom has a move where he basically like breaks their back and it's like super brutal, but I forget how to do it. Which is unfortunate, because it is a insta-kill move if I remember correctly. I just don't know how to do it. Okay, dude, get back here. Kinda need to consume your life force. And he do be dead, and this dude as well. Y'all saw that too, right? That dude that just fell out of the sky and then promptly died because he fell from the sky? Okay, where are these guys coming from? Like, I like killed like 7 of them. I turn around and there's like 8 more. And now we switch back to Spider-Man. As y'all can see is how like how it just said there that all city goals are completed, you can go on to the next mission. I just did a bunch of the city goals before starting this, before really doing missions, just so you don't have to be forced to do them later. And y'all might be wondering why I'm always using like mods on the suit to get a different costume, you know. The main reason is because like the suit in this game, it ain't bad, but I see why they went with it, but the blue parts of the suit and like the original suit are purplish. They're more purple, similar to how Venom was purple in that one video. Now I don't mind that, but like with being a PC, you can mod it, I decided, well, why not use a suit that, has not purple? Not because the purple's bad to save, I just, in general, would rather use a more... like a more normal, I guess, color scheme for it. Well, I guess this ain't as normal, it's red and black, but... if I remember correctly, the original Amazing Fantasy suit was red and black, and the Atomic Fallen suit was red and black. So it's not super comic inaccurate. Fun fact, the 2099 suit, the Spider-Man 2099 suit, that suit's also black. It's just, in the 90s, they didn't really they did shading differently. They just shaded the black part, like the suit with blue colors, but they eventually just did so much shading that they just changed it to blue later. Same thing with Spider-Man's costume, it was originally red and black, but since they shaded with blue, they just used so much blue, they were like, why not just make the suit red and blue, and then, the black is just the shading instead of the other way around. Okay, just gotta... I kind of don't have to do any more city missions because I've kind of done all the ones I need. Those stairs just don't work. There's an invisible wall there, okay. I just grabbed that dude through like a few layers of grating, that's fun. Alright, now let's do a Spidey mission, then I think after that, that'll be a pretty decently long video, so... yeah, let's get on to doing a Spidey mission real quick, and then I think that'll just be it for this video. And let's save real quick. Nope. Oh, it's this video.
Are you okay?
I mean, mission.
My head is killing me. It's just pounding so hard. I think it's my spider sense thingy going nuts. You might need to get somewhere safe. Eddie? Oh my god! I thought... my head! It's killing me! What's going on? Oh god! My head! Just being near Eddie is... My head is killing me!
So I forgot that this mission also is a mission I've done previously in the video. So, sorry for having repeating footage. Alright, well I gotta start fighting Venom in a minute here. Another thing about this game is that, like, it's a great game, but it is just, sadly, like, a very short game all in all. Like, if you just, like, do the city events before doing any missions, like the game, you can probably go through the game pretty quickly. Now, combat in this against Venom is odd because during this mission you can't really be close to him for too long, or it'll cause your him to like flinch for a minute. So that's a feature. But the other bosses in this game are great. Well, like, not saying this boss isn't good, it's just you gotta be a bit careful. But you just gotta wait for his roar, and then once he starts roaring, he doesn't really attack. He has like a real brief period of not attacking. And your webs don't work on him because it'll just. I think he has a line of dialogue where if you do try to use the webs on him, Spider-Man would just say, "Oh, it's just absorbing. The suit's just absorbing it." So you can't really web him in this mission. Ow. Come on. That's the first time I've heard Venom have a line of dialogue in this mission. Aside from saying like growling and screaming, I've never actually heard him say a line of dialogue. That's new. I've never actually heard him speak during this mission. I've only no, you're not draining my health today. He's almost dead.
Don't make me hurt you, Eddie. I'm totally serious. Brock, sit.
As y'all can see, the purplish, the purple I was talking about earlier.
evac.
Hey, what is this? What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you.
My bruised ribs beg for gift. Yeah. Okay then. Sure. I'll just stay here and, oh.
But yeah, as y'all saw in that little cutscene, you know, the purple suit I was talking about, where it kind of replaces the blue with purple, that's what the suit usually looks like. So I just used the mod to, you know, have a different look, because I just feel like it looks better, and, I might do another mission. Yeah, I can do another mission, maybe. If I remember correctly, the mission after this is just a cutscene, so... Yeah, that's one thing, is that sometimes missions will just be a cutscene. So, that's a bit unfortunate. Sometimes, like, it might just be a cutscene, so you might have to... So if you don't, like, you know, just do all the city events before the missions, there's a chance you might just have to do more just because you got a cutscene, but it's not that bad on all. And I don't know how well can hear it, but in my opinion, the voice acting in this game ain't that bad. It's pretty good. And I also like the voice actor they got for Peter is pretty good. Like, it sounds what it should sound like, you know. It kind of sounds like, you know, kind of like a, you know, a nerdy 15-year-old that, you know, is trying to, you know, it's a pretty good voice actor, I would say. And the voice actor in Web of Shadows also did a pretty good job. I can't recall either of their names right now, because they're not really as... Some of them I can name, some Spider-Man voice actors I can name off the top of my head, but others I can't. Like, a few notable ones are Josh Keaton, Yuri Lowenthal, Christopher Nathaniel Barnes, or something like that. His name's something like that. And that's all the ones I can think of at the top of my head. Yeah, that's all the ones I can think of at the moment, but... The voice acting just do a pretty good job. Oh yeah, I remember for a time, Drake Bell voiced the character. During the 2012 era of Ultimate Spider-Man, he voiced him in that show. I know his name, he's been playing him recently. He's playing him in the new show, the new Spider-Man show, just simply named Marvel Spider-Man, and it's by the, all things about that show aside, what was his name? It's like, what's his name? Robbie? No, Robbie? I am completely forgetting his name right now, but he's in a couple of other things right now, but I can't think of his name, but he's the voice actor for most Spider-Man related things right now that is in terms of like animated, that isn't Yuri Lowenthal. I think it's like Robbie Damon? No, I'm just gonna alt-tab real quick. Y'all won't be able to see it, but I'm just gonna Google it real quick. Yeah, it's Robbie Damon, I think. And he's the guy that's been playing Spider-Man in most things recently. Like, he's voiced him in a bunch of things recently, from what I remember correctly. Like, he did the voice in, if I remember correctly, did the voice for Ultimate Alliance 3, that new Spider-Man show. Who else did he voice him in? I'm not sure what else he's done. But yeah, that's all the ones I remember at the moment. So let's just watch this cutscene real quick.
This suit Eddie has, it was made by our fathers, but it used my starting powers.
So, it's like part you?
No. Well, yeah. In a creepy way. When I got close to it in the museum, it felt like my brain was going to crawl out of my face.
Ew. Ew, again.
Sorry.
Do you know what you're doing?
Kind of.
What is it?
I have no idea.
What are those black things?
Yeah, that's the I have no idea part.
And that was the mission. That was the mission. Just a brief little cutscene. And how long have I been recording? Don't want to do another mission. If I remember correctly, the mission after this is the chase with... I think it's a chase? I think it's a chase mission. I think I might end it for the day. So, yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If y'all did, maybe consider liking and subscribing if y'all did. And, that's it for now. Hope y'all enjoyed. See ya.